Hello, Stephen.
Hello. How
All
are
right.
you?
I'm all right.
I've got a little Dan next to
Oh,
me.
you can't see it bogged down on the
thing.
camera because it's really shit angle still.
Oh,
so
fuck off. It's fine.
but there you go. You all right then?
Yeah, so, New Year.
New Year. We're literally just about to head into a new year. So, how do you? What are your? How do you feel about New Year? What's your thing? Sort of, what are your thoughts? Do you like New Year's Eve? Do you go out? Do you?
It's a really
Do you
funny...
party?
It's a funny time of year, isn't it? Because, like, I think we don't perceive the year to be linear, do we?
No.
Like, it's like... There's almost like December, and then it feels in your head like you're at, like, 12 o'clock on a clock, and then you go round again. It's quite a nice analogy for, I think, what we're going to talk about, but it's not, of course. It is fucking linear. Like, you're just going to carry on.
Yeah.
You're just going to carry on. You're going to... Yeah, fucking weirdness. But, yeah, no, like... Yeah, I like going out on...
Do you?
On New Year's... Very, very rarely do I do it. Normally, my evening... because, it's this time of year where there's a lot of, like, social pressures, isn't there? There's a lot of, like, social expectations surrounding things that... They're either social expectations that you think you should be doing because everyone else is, or traditions that you've done every fucking year since you've been, like, knee-high to a grasshopper. And, yeah, of course, staying up till midnight, having a glass of fucking fizz, and, dancing around the front room going Happy New Year, and old Zang line, or whatever it's called, is one of those things.
Have you just had a fit?
And that's and that, yeah, that's what we do. So kind of you get into, like, kind of 10 o'clock, and you're, like, sat there. You've probably eaten a load of fucking shit food. It's all starting to fucking regurgitate.
Bits and pieces left over from Christmas. You've got a few fucking Lindt chocolates.
We normally do a separate new buffet.
Oh, fucking, that doesn't surprise me at all. We're going to go out to Waitrose, and we're going to, even though we've got a fucking gazillion pounds worth of food in the fridge,
and
we're going to go
and it'll start repeating on you. The food.
You have a bit of acid.
Acid, because you sat there. You just want to go to fucking bed.
I'm going to enjoy this.
Kids are not fucking interested.
Yeah.
They want to go to bed. You got old dickhead Jules Holland on, or you got fucking some other prick on BBC One, and it's just all. And then, of course, you watch the fireworks from all over the world, and then our fireworks come on, and you think, oh, there we go, spending a couple of £1 million when you've got fucking pensioners and shit that can't put their heating on this Christmas and all that kind of stuff. So and then, of course, you pop open the champagne or the fucking Prosecco or Cava or whatever you can afford, a baby sham. No one drinks it because no one really likes it.
Well,
a lot of people do. Like, we're not big fans of fizz in our family.
Well, yeah, but you buy, like, bloody... what's it called?
I don't. I know what you're
not
saying.
Moe, but you buy... What's the other one? It's like £110 a bottle.
No, I don't. Never.
You fucking do. You did last year. You did, Stephen.
I didn't.
You did. You bought 2 bottles. You said one for Ria, one for you.
Fuck off. And then, of course...
trying to think of an expensive champagne, but it's gone.
10 minutes
Bollinger,
later...
that's fairly expensive. That's what it was.
10 minutes later, you're going to bed.
Yeah. Shall I tell you my opinion?
Yeah, go on.
You was an absolute fucking waste of time. Yeah. Like, I couldn't give an absolute dick about New Year's Eve.
No.
And New Year's Day. I'm genuinely never have been bothered. Like, you go out, I've been out New Year's Eve, I don't know, a handful of times. Complete and utter waste of time. They're like, Happy New Year! And they're all so, what are you fucking celebrating for?
Where do you go for
I go to, like, local centres in Bude.
Okay.
And you're like, and everyone's like, oh, do you know what? I'm gonna from tomorrow I'm not gonna eat chocolate, and I'm only gonna drink once in a blue moon. And you're like, you fucking see them a week later and they're like fucking pissed and they're eating chocolate. You're like, oh, what happened to that? Oh, well, I did it a week.
All right, sounds like me.
But I didn't want to say that.
Everyone starts the gym, and it's like new me, new year, new me.
It's like, why didn't you start 2 weeks ago?
Yeah.
Why do you have to And do you know what? I do the opposite. I've never made a New Year's resolution ever.
No. Well, because they're just shit, aren't they?
It doesn't, to me, it means nothing, me
Yeah.
personally, because I'm like, do you know what? I'm going to start it when I want to start it.
Yeah.
Obviously, people do. But why it has to be so New Year's Eve, complete waste of time. The fireworks get right up my fucking nose because I hate fireworks anyway.
Why do you hate fireworks?
Fucking hate them.
Why?
Complete waste of money.
Why do you hate them?
Always have done. Don't know. Just, it's like, bang. Oh, that's nice. Bang. That's nice. People are going to hate me for this. People are going to look at that.
No, do you know,
I didn't realise he was that grumpy. Fucking hate. And then you watch it on there and you've got these fucking dicks lying in this. Now I'm getting mad. Lying in the streets of London. You're like, whoa, look at that. Boom, boom. Cut that out. Leave it. Set off a couple if you really want to. Like maybe half a dozen at the most. Go, Happy New Year. Take the money and invest it wisely. You don't.
Are you asking the UK government to invest their money wisely? Do you think they've
No,
ever
I
done
can't.
that?
I'm not saying that because that's a completely fucking stupid idea. What I'm saying is someone invest it wisely.
Yeah.
Like take the money in like the heating pensions.
Yeah.
Like just give a couple of quid to like on each person or something.
Yeah.
Complete waste of time. Fireworks, complete waste of time. Going out, complete waste of time. New Year's Day, not a big fan at all. It's like,
I think by the time you get to New Year's Day, though, like I think that the money shot for most people is New Year's Eve, isn't it?
yeah.
Like New Year's Day is not really a.
Well, but especially like going out
thing.
and hanging out with family. Fuck that.
Yeah, no, well, exactly.
Let me work, then
Yeah.
I'll have fun.
The only nice thing I like about New Year's is that it's the end of Christmas. Do you know what I mean? It's the end of that period.
I suppose by then you're a bit like, oh,
Yeah, because
God.
you know then, hopefully, I think this year it's absolutely fine. Some years you then get an extra little bank holiday and that's a bit of a fucking ball ache. But like,
What's that, bank holiday? What's that?
well, sometimes if the New Year's
What
Day
happens on a bank holiday?
ball ache.
No, what happens? What do people do on a bank holiday? Oh, losers have bank holiday off,
Yeah,
so I forgot.
if you work in a bank, apparently. But yeah, you know it's nearly time to
cool.
get back to normality.
Yeah, because by then you sort of had enough of eating shit.
Well,
and-
it is. Yeah, I mean, it's not. Christmas is nice, but I think there's a lot of pressure, isn't there, to like. And this sounds absolutely terrible, but a lot of pressure to be up in, do a lot of really social things.
Yeah.
A lot of pressure to like see people, a lot of pressure to, like be with your family 24/7 and doing lots of family things together. And obviously I love my family to bits, but I think when you think like 364 days of the year, you're right. What are you doing, hon?
Is my microphone on?
Yeah.
Oh, it is. Cool.
364 days of the year, you normally have quite a bit of time on your own, because everyone's going about their bits.
Yeah.
Of course, you don't really get. And again, you got you mentioned earlier, you popped into Morrison's and people in there. It's like it's the same like when during COVID when people buy horrendous amounts of food.
It's like every arsehole from around has decided to walk around Morrison's when I was in there. People are like, I need to get Marmite. It's like 2 hours away. What I'll do is I'll leave my fucking trolley in the middle of the aisle, but at an angle. So then you've got mate who's trying to do his job. He's unloading like the bread and that. And I'll leave my trolley there. And what I'll do is I'll fucking walk off.
Yeah.
And leave it there. Or I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll just stand in the middle of the aisle, just...
Yeah, people do that a lot.
Gormlessly staring. Or just not... It's like people lose their fucking brains.
Oh, yeah. And you have to, it's a weird old time.
It is weird, isn't
without a doubt, it's probably... There's elements of it that are nice. Like I'm actually, I am looking forward to spending time with the kids and the missus, and
I'm sure they'll love to hear
playing
that.
games
Lovely.
and and all that kind of stuff. But there's a lot of pressure. I mean, not even talking about like, all the presents and stuff we spoke about on the other one, but the other one. But yeah, New Year's a funny one, isn't it? Because people go into it again, a lot of pressure on themselves because they pronounce. It's almost like they come out with a big scroll and like, this year, I'm going to go to the gym. I'm going to not eat for 10 weeks. I'm going to
This is usually what you do every couple of weeks.
Yeah, exactly. Be consistent. And then they fail themselves, which hurts.
Yeah.
Yeah,
because people, I'm generalising obviously, people sort of give up quite easily, don't they? Some people do, I know.
Yeah, but also
some people don't.
There's a lot of unnecessary pressure on yourself. If you feel like you need to lose weight, or you feel like you want to give up smoking or drink, or you want to go to the gym, or whatever it is that you make a resolution about, just do it when you're ready.
Yeah. There's also it's supposed to be healthy eating in January after. So there's stuff on the TV and it's in the supermarket. And there's a lot of pressure to.
But also, if you've just consumed an unnormal amount of sugar and carbs and shit and stuff like that, your body's not prepped for you to then go, right, I'm going to cut all that out.
Because Christmas build up, then it gets Christmas Day, it sort of tapers off. Then you get to like New Year's Day, and then people that haven't gone back to work, then they'll go back to work and they'll be like, New Year's resolution. And that's why I think partly, and also it's shitty weather and the lights come down. I think that's part of the reason why people have the blues in January.
100%. Well, yeah, as well, because it's quite nice to have like the decks up and stuff like that. And there is a period, isn't there, of like a couple of weeks maybe, where when you take it all down, you're like, oh, it's a bit bare.
Yeah.
It looks a bit weird.
Echoey, isn't it?
Yeah, and that all adds to it, doesn't it? It all adds to the depression and there's also that because you have had time off. It's typically a period where you can let your hair down a bit. Not you, obviously, but let your hair down, like have a bit of fun. You do see family members when you don't like them or whatever, but it's still a fairly fun period.
I don't see them. Thank goodness.
And then you go back to normal, but it's an absolute bang, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
Back to normal, back to work. You get those kind of like, ooh.
Yeah.
And it's if you've added that pressure on, you might have had if you're a single parent, you might have had your kids a little bit more over, and of course then you go back to normality, and it's that whole kind of.
Yeah, and there's a lot of pressure there. You're saying about like single parents or parents that are split up and the kids are young. It's hard. Like my kids were me and their mum aren't together, so the kids probably feel we should try to spend time with dad. I've got to be with mum, but there's like they're both adults, so there's no pressure, and their mum isn't going to put them under any pressure as long as they're happy.
Yeah, 100%.
Fucking hell, mate, are you all right?
Yeah, you.
Why don't you just yawn rather than doing like a really bad suppressed yawn?
I was trying to be really quiet.
And also, I've never experienced this, and I'm not taking the piss out of anybody, because anybody that works in the kitchen will agree with me, or it's always worked in kitchens, because you get very little time off between Christmas and New Year. I've never had that, like, 10-day, 2-week period that you have off, and it's completely off. So I'd imagine when you go back, that is an absolute kick in the balls.
Yeah.
So that's why I know you take a bit of time off because your client's a bit quiet, but you're still, you've still got half an eye.
Pottering around,
but I imagine that is really hard. Because I find it hard if I have like 2-3 days off.
Yeah.
And I have to go back and do a bit of prepping.
I think when you like your job and you're passionate about it, but then there's also all the people that are on their own. That's what I think about a lot as well. There'll be a lot of people that perhaps haven't got family, they don't see their family, maybe they live far away from them, and they'll just be on their own, and they'll just be sat like they are every day on their own, but with the added pressure of seeing everyone else, having fun and spending time together, and there's always that question, will you do anything for Christmas? You see anyone? No. Oh, that's a shame.
Yeah, that's not bad. It's really quite sad, isn't it? I know some people have that as a choice. That's fine.
Yeah.
But there's bound to be people that just don't have anybody.
Yeah, and you top that up with, not being able to afford to eat much, not being able to afford to heat, and stuff like that. And that makes for a pretty shit time. A lot of the services aren't open or responsive. A lot of if they went to like a social club or something like that, might not be open.
Yeah.
And
I just think about the people that like to go to the pub that are alcoholics. Obviously, they drink at home.
They're open most of the times, aren't they?
No, but for Christmas, it's only just a couple of hours at lunchtime.
Yeah, I know.
And I think people have to go back and It's probably quite sad for
Yeah,
people.
no, it is, genuinely.
Have you ever been to pub on Christmas Day?
No, never.
Do
Brendan's
you know
not
what?
opening this year.
Oh, is it not?
No. I spoke to Regan, he told me. Yeah, it's not opening.
Regan. I think I did when I lived above a pub.
You did, because you fucking
About
inhaled it through your nose.
Cleared the fucking bar. About 20, that would have been about 24 years ago.
That's you about, what, 30, 35?
24 years ago. What was I, 20? 21?
Oh.
20, 21? I remember the Bullers at Marinchurch.
Oh, yeah. I've never been in there.
It's changed a bit now.
Oh, yeah.
Gosh, it's changed a lot now.
Hasn't it all?
Yes, hasn't it all, Stephen? Yeah, I remember, I'm sure I did. Well, that's quite nice, actually. It was only a 2-minute walk away up to the flat, but that's quite nice. Everyone's in a good mood.
Yeah.
Have a couple of jars.
Well, we coming down to do Christmas swim together?
Yes.
Yeah?
Yeah, definitely.
Good, okay. Hopefully you won't burgle me this year.
No. You don't leave your front door unlocked.
No, I don't. Not anymore. Not anymore.
And
Especially,
I put a load of sprouts everywhere, didn't I?
There's still one there.
Oh, in the
Letterbox.
letterbox, yeah.
Yeah, I won't remove
Euphemism.
it. But no, I mean, but then you can. Yeah, there is a part, I think, that you can, like, you know, as long as you don't get carried away in the commercialism of kind of New Year, you can use it to slingshot you. I do quite like to, you know, right, you know, what am I going to achieve this year? You know, so not really like resolutions as such, but, you know, I want to achieve such and such this year, you know, and I think that can be quite helpful.
Yeah.
You know, for people that are perhaps, you know, if you do want to draw a line, I think society helps you to do that. If you're having trouble with the ex, if you're having trouble with, you know, work or addictions or family or whatever it might be, and to just be like, I'm gonna draw a line under that.
Yeah.
And this is what I'm gonna achieve this year. And do you know what? Some people laugh at me. That's it. Some people laugh at me. But
that's actually quite a good like opening line if you were going to do it as a comedy club. Or something.
Yeah, really funny. Yeah, and sorry, mate.
Sorry, Bogdan. Everyone thinks we're just looking into. He's not really there.
But I like journaling.
I did it for nearly 5 months this year.
I don't think people realise. Like, they don't realise, sorry, from January to May, I'm guessing, she said.
Well, it was just before May. It was
so 4 months.
Basically, just the end of April, beginning of May.
Yeah, 4 months then.
Yeah, just over 4 months. So if you want to be exact, I can go and get it.
No, it's fine.
Thanks, I appreciate that.
But it is really, it's therapeutic to write down. It doesn't have to, when we say journal, it's not like, you know, it's not fucking Charles Dickens. You don't just sit there for hours like writing.
I woke up in the morning.
Yes. Alas, the sun was out. You don't, you know.
My lass.
Alas.
Oh, alas.
Just like, you know, had a shit day today. Dave called me fat. You know, made me think I should probably start thinking about my weight, you know. But then he has got a big nose, so I don't need to worry too much. Like, just
that probably
something
was
like
in
that.
a lot this year.
Or, you know, had a really good day today. You know, someone winked at me or something like that, you know. And then just little, and it's quite nice to read back over it. It's like we don't give ourselves enough fucking, like, what's the word I'm looking for? Affirmation. We don't.
When I did my journal, I did it in the morning. Meditated, then I'll do that.
What would you write in the morning?
How I was feeling.
What, at that point or from the day before?
No, that point in the morning. How was I feeling at that point? And I wrote down 3 things.
That you were going to achieve that day? Or?
No. What I was going to achieve, literally me going forward. But it's like I'm going to fear.
What did you write on day 2 then?
How I was feeling, and write those 3 things. I won't say what they are. Just some people might think they're weird. So those 3 same things, but it would just differ. It might be like feeling a bit tired this morning, didn't sleep well, but you know I'm gonna sort myself out. It's only like 10 words.
Yeah, it doesn't need to be a lot.
No, and then the same 3 things.
Yeah.
Well, one of them was my life will be full of abundance.
What's that?
Like just full.
Oh, okay.
Just lots of just good stuff, just of abundance.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Okay. And why did you stop doing it?
So I think it was like one day I was like, oh Christ, I haven't got 2 minutes to do that.
So I asked you that on purpose. I know you're very good actually at time management, and I know that if I had said to you I didn't have time, I wouldn't get away with it.
Yeah.
So.
But I think what it was, I just sort of thought, I don't feel it's doing me any good, but maybe in the long run it might. It's like the cold water thing.
Yeah.
At the time when you're in there, you're like, fucking hell, this is cold. But actually when you get out, you feel...
Is that what you think, is it? You think it's cold when you're in there? It's crazy.
You wouldn't know though, Stephen, would you?
I'm going on Saturday morning. You come in?
And I'm going Sunday morning.
Are you?
Yeah, because that's what we arranged.
Oh, yeah.
Remember last Sunday when we had the conversation, you thought I meant something else?
But did you read through and did you kind of see where I was coming from?
Yeah, but when we're talking about the coffee...
Yeah, but we didn't actually say coffee.
Did I not?
No.
Do you want to read them out?
Well, no, we didn't.
No,
in context.
Do you want me to read out that it said about coffee?
No, we did spit, but then I said, "Oh, should we just forget it then?"
Yeah, because I said about the coffee, and you said, "Shall we forget it?"
I think both of us were making assumptions.
So if I said about the coffee,
yeah, but I was talking about. I wasn't talking. I
don't fucking say yeah like that,
in
Stephen.
my mind, the thing was a whole.
All jokes aside, I completely see how you saw that, but we were talking about the coffee.
Yeah, well, I saw the thing as a whole, like they couldn't be done separately. That was. I know it sounds crazy, but that's how my mind
because
works.
I'd said in the morning, I'd forgotten we were going for a coffee. I'll just talk to Farley, see if we've got time.
Yeah.
No, I haven't got time for a coffee.
Yeah.
We'll sack that off.
So my mind was
And
like,
you went,
no,
oh,
I mean, you didn't say that. You didn't say.
you sure?
You did not. 100% did not
Are you
say.
sure? Do you want to have a look?
Yeah, 100%. Yeah.
No, it can't be.
You did not.
Wrong.
You did not say.
I don't know.
We haven't got time for coffee. Let's sack that off. In my mind, I thought those things were together. Like
your head's bigger than that.
yeah. So yeah. Anyway,
I don't matter. So yeah, so we're probably going Sunday. But
Yeah,
John,
cool.
I had a great. It was, and I'm not charmed.
I saw you running with the theme tune.
David
It's funny.
Scheffelhoff. That's Black Beauty. Don't know why I'm saying that, but it was fucking brilliant. And I'm
Did
not.
Farley go in?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not saying it to wind you up.
Well, I know how it feels.
But no. So So coming back to the cold water, I know it makes me feel good because I've been doing it long enough to know. So it's like, just get your fucking arse out there, sit in the cold water for 2 minutes, come in. You know what it's like. You just feel buzzing.
Yeah, yeah.
And so many people go, oh, it's too cold for me. It's like, I feel like,
I mean,
that's just like, just try it just for a week.
factually, they're correct. It is cold.
Yeah,
But
of course.
it is difficult, isn't it? But I do understand that. I think because we are different in that respect. Like I do understand when people say. I think it's very easy when you're in a position where you know that something is good for you because you know how it makes you feel. Yeah. And the difficulty with that is that you, the suggestion comes from such a beautiful place because you're like, oh, it makes me feel good. I want you to feel good too. People often mistaken that for like, well, no,
Yeah.
do you know what I mean? And it's not.
I don't really say to people anymore about how good it is because
there's
it's
a
just
lot of things though, isn't there?
because it sounds a bit mental. I always think, but I'm not. If people think I'm mental, I don't mind it. I am a bit mental, but
yeah. But it's a funny time of year, and it's there's that odd time as well between fucking Christmas and New Year.
What do they call that again?
I don't know what they call it. Oh, tomorrow's Factory Friday.
And I know,
it's just commercialism, isn't it?
like people probably think on this episode alone, if they didn't know me really, because there's only a handful of people. Like 1, 2.
Well,
3,
no, don't go
4,
above
5,
5.
6.
Oh,
6.
well, you are Cornish, so you probably have got
6, including my mum and dad that know me really, really well. Know me inside out. You being one of them. You know me inside out, don't you, Stephen?
Yes. It's a throbcast. That's what
Gareth
calls
used to
it.
call it.
He still does.
Oh, the Throbcast.
The throbcast.
Don't be jealous, Gareth.
Throbcast.
You can come and join in.
One day I'll get him on here.
I cannot stand the thought of working somewhere and going, oh yeah, I'm going out on Factory Friday. Let's all fucking go out. Like, the thought of doing that makes me want to poke myself in the eye. Like,
Why?
What? Because I think, why the fuck would you want to do what everyone else is doing?
Yeah.
Like, everyone's going to Factory Friday. Woo!
No, I get it.
Like,
I do get it.
If I was doing that, I would do the complete opposite, and I'd just carry on working or something. Know me? I'd go in on Saturday.
Yeah. Well, it is. This is it, isn't it? But it's again, it's one of those things that is another expectation on us. There's another kind of.
They probably, if you're at work and maybe you're struggling a bit for money, oh, lads are going out, we'll go out. And I'd imagine there's quite a lot of pressure to feel like you should do that.
At 100, definitely.
At 100, you say?
Yeah, it's always something Gareth taught me. Yeah, it's apparently
fuck off, Gareth.
The new, it's quite like, like Riz and all that kind of stuff. You haven't got teenage kids, so you don't know these language that they talk now.
Isn't Riz one of the old classic porn magazines?
No, so there's like Riz and
Stephen,
something like that, but there's something about the Grinch coming round tomorrow for a knee operation. It's all this stuff that the kids talk about. The Ute. It's I'm struggling between Riz magazine and Grinch. Yeah, well, it's got Riz. I can't remember what the other things are. There's lots and lots of different something skibbity toilet or something like that. It's a completely different language.
You're talking bollocks like you're doing about the cats having like the kids in the school thinking they're cats.
No, that's
shitting in the corners.
No, that is like completely.
I could imagine you going into a shop and buying a porn magazine.
Why? Well, I have. I bought you one when we were in London.
Oh, you...
That was funny.
You fucking did as well.
Yeah.
And then what does it turn out? Someone on the other table knew me. Or knew them.
That was weird, wasn't it?
We were all looking through this magazine, just for research purposes. And it won't say it was, because I don't know whether they mind or not, I don't know. But it was someone very, relatively well known to Bude.
Yeah.
And look, we got this fucking porn magazine.
Just at the table in the travel lodge for breakfast.
It didn't look like she was laying on nice breakfast.
No. We'll have to do that again. That was really good fun.
Or buy a porn magazine.
Yeah, no, it was really good
fun.
fun.
London, apart from we spent an absolute fortune on 2 nights. Good fun though.
Yeah, but it doesn't have to be London, does it? It could be anywhere.
No, Bude.
Yeah, it could be.
Stay for a couple of nights at
Lanson.
At Falcon.
Oh, is that the ice cream van? Are you having a laugh? Dude, it's fucking 5 degrees out there. What prick's going out and getting ice cream?
Well, I suppose kids are just getting home from school.
Well, they need to be having a nutritious, well-balanced meal. Not a fucking Mr.
Stephen,
Whippy.
Calm down. So with what did I had something else to say about? That's gone. No.
So what will you be? So are you working over Christmas and New Year's Eve?
Yeah, down in Helston.
Yeah. Okay.
So I probably won't be back till 11:30, 12.
What, at night?
Yeah.
Oh, so will you do like Old Lang Syne and all that kind of stuff?
That's what I was going to talk to you about, Old Lang Syne.
You like that, don't you? I remember you saying.
If you want to fight...
Yeah, yeah.
Oh,
Why don't you like it?
I fucking hate it. There's been one time where I started to do it. I'm going back about 25 years ago, and it made me feel fucking hot. It made me feel so weird. I don't know why I don't like it. I think it's all that thing of almost like, Happy New Year. It's like, fuck off.
And no one knows
You're
the
still
words,
a fucking dick.
Either.
Sorry?
I don't think many people know the words.
I would rather never, ever, ever, ever have anything to do with New Year than... Yeah, I've got no, and I'm not saying this for effect, I've got no interest in New Year's Eve.
No. What about Christmas?
Love Christmas.
Oh.
We discussed that, so you would have heard that on the Christmas one.
Yeah.
I do. But I've got no... When they do... And actually, on something else on that, do you know what is that, the Old Lang...
I don't know. I don't know what it is.
So I ask her,
I don't know where it comes from.
hey Siri, what is Old Lang Syne? There's a Scottish song in the English.
No, you're going to tell us? Or?
Well, there is no official. Flower of Scotland.
It's odd, isn't it?
No, that's not right.
I had a funny...
know, but
I've
that's
been
not
out
right.
a handful of
I can't be
times
reading all that
at New
out.
Year. I think one of the memorable ones, well before we had the kids, two friends of ours moved up to Harrogate, and we went up. They were working in a hotel.
You need to move yourself, because when I'm doing the clips, that's going to be horrendous. Look, it's like half your body in the shot.
What do you mean,
Move yourself.
Fucking hell. So we went up. They said, "Oh, why didn't you come up? We're doing a New Year thing." So we booked in and went up there. It was quite nice. It was like a round kind of sit down dinner. And we were just fucking drinking. Me and Ria, like just going for it. Got to like probably about 1:45, and I said to Ria, "I'm just going to go to the toilet." Went to the toilet, come back, and it just felt awful. And it come through to reception, because basically it was like a conference banqueting kind of suite. Came out of that door, then there was reception, and then you went round to the toilets. Came back and I ended up falling asleep on the sofa in reception.
Had you gone in too deep?
Yeah, way too deep. Completely missed New Year. I just remembering, like when you've got to open your eyes,
Just
to like move your fucking forehead at the same time. And like, Ria's having a great, what Ria's like, she's had a few, she has great times, like fucking dancing with the manager and all this kind of stuff. It was great fun. And then we used to do funny things like that, and then they had the next day off, and we were like, what should we do? And we were like, oh, well, they've got Hogmanay on the 2nd in Scotland. Why don't we drive up to Scotland? Because obviously I was being a bit of a dick as well. So, we're already in Harrogate, so we're kind of halfway there. Bear in mind, I did used to live in Kent, so it's not untrue.
Yeah.
But it's still a fucking long
hell
way.
of a long way, yeah.
So we drove up to Edinburgh, and had a good time there. And then we said, oh, should we go to Balamory? Because it's a real place called
What's the story in Balamory, would
Tobermory.
you like to know?
We drove all the way from Edinburgh to Oban. So Edinburgh's there, Oban's over there. It was a fucking hours away. Only to get there, sat-nav was like, in 200 metres, take the ferry. No ferries left that day. Because, of course, I knew that, because it's an island off fucking Scotland. That's with all the houses and everything.
Oh, I didn't realise it was an
called
island.
Tobermory. So then we just drove back. But we drove back to Harrogate. And everyone was asleep in the car. And it was just funny.
That was CP all
but
over.
It was nice. It was a nice... but I think it's different when you've got kids. And you've got... and... Yeah, but I do worry and think a lot about people that are on their own, and like, old people, single men.
Well, anybody, single anyone.
Yeah, but I think we speak about this a lot. I think men are good at lying and pretending everything's okay. And
You're good at lying, are you, Stephen?
No, I'm like, basically. I mean, I used to be a choir boy. And an altar boy, so...
We've discussed that at
This
length.
time of year was busy for me.
Was it?
Normally. Yeah, really busy.
What were you busy doing?
Singing. I mean, lots of church services
Who
and
were you
things
singing
like that.
for? Sing me a note, boy!
So there used to be, I think I don't know if I've said this before, there used to be a carol concert in Canterbury, like a community one, and the choir used to go, you'd go there, you'd have mince pies with the Archbishop first. And you'd go, and I did a solo one year in front of like thousands of people.
When you were doing your solo, did you stay sat down or did you...
No, I stood up, obviously.
Oh, no, just wondering, because remember when we were in Benidorm, we were sat down, you were considerably, even though I'm taller than you...
I was up on a balcony.
You were considerably high. You were sort of like up there, because when we spoke, I was like that, and you were looking down at me.
Then? Why is that?
I mean, Mufti's just dropped off because it's bust.
Why am I taller sitting?
Because you've got a longer head and body.
Longer body, shorter legs. I've got a 29-inch leg.
Is that a lot? No, that's short, isn't it?
Yeah.
I've got a 34 inch.
Well, yeah. But then you've got a tiny little, like...
My third leg.
Body.
No, I've got a normal body. You were like, all right there, pricey.
That was funny when it bent dawn. Like, falling asleep on the beach, that was a highlight. Like a fucking beach whale.
Can I just leave that off?
Yeah, leave
That'd
it
be
off, yeah.
Arsing around.
That was-
Oh, you were like...
That was funny. We just
hour and a
drank
half.
so much, didn't we? Like, the whole time.
See...
You lot drunk a whole load of more than I
Yeah,
did.
no, but you went in like... You consumed like that much alcohol in sort of that much time, and actually you consumed it in that much time.
Yeah.
You just went... Your balls and everything were in so hard and quick. I remember you...
What?
You come over and you were like a bit like, and you were on the water. And you come over. I don't wig on.
Oh, yeah.
You were there, typical fucking Englishman. Got my fucking shirt off, fucking sweating. I'm red.
Oh, my God, it was so hot, wasn't
Yeah.
it? I couldn't fucking keep anything on, could
Do you
I?
remember when into that shop and you just got a bed sheet and cut a hole in it and put it over your head?
When we had to go clothes shopping, didn't we?
Yeah. You bought that little thong.
Yeah.
Fucking disgusting.
Fucking hell, yeah, that was crazy. But yeah, so it is a funny time of year. Like, to be honest, I think I prefer going away. I prefer going... I prefer going away.
I've never been there.
Yeah, it's really nice to just get... it actually alleviates some of the pressure, because there's no... you're kind of away, you get involved with a beautiful fucking Christmas and New Year's a couple of years ago in Tenerife. It's just lovely. Like, it's nice and chilled. You don't have to... There's no fucking cooking, nothing at all. You're just nice and...
I don't mind a bit of Jules Holland.
Oh, God.
See, do you know what? Because... So when it's New Year's Eve, you either put on that bullshit on the BBC...
Well, Jules Holland's always on BBC Two.
On BBC... Sorry, okay, so Channel 1 then.
BBC One is always the main kind of event,
and all the
isn't
bullshit with the fireworks.
Yeah,
I'm
Channel
not having
4
that.
is normally like an alternative.
Thingy countdown with cats, or I was called.
Yeah.
And like Farley wants to see something, so she wants the fireworks on. Whereas I'll just be like, do you know what? Let's put Jules Holland on, because sometimes it's got half decent acts, and it's live music. I love live music. So there's a celebration. It's like play a song, and that's fine.
It's just his stupid face, isn't it?
Hello, Jules Holland.
Yeah, it's just not for me.
I'd prefer that than that shit on BBC.
One. It is BBC Two.
No, BBC One, Stephen. He's having some sniffies outside.
But yeah, and again, I mean, not a big fan of... I mean, I love Jimmy Carr, to be fair, but I don't... there's no relevance there,
Jimmy Carr.
That kind of... You're right, what's that?
Yeah, it's like... He doesn't... His head doesn't move anymore. It's like his skin.
So
and the great thing about that is he doesn't go, no, I haven't had any work. He admits, like, he's had his face... I don't know what he's had done to it.
Oh, yeah.
But it's very rubbery, isn't it?
Yeah. Like your
Just stop touching
arm.
my balls. Like my arm?
Yeah. So, I know we're not doing resolutions, but have you got any goals for this coming year that you're willing to share with us?
Any goals? Be happy again.
Yeah?
Really, I suppose off the top of my head. Just smash work, enjoy work, try to get the odd day off.
Do you think you might change career this year, or are you going to stick with chefing for another year?
Changing career.
I just wondered, because you were talking about maybe doing plumbing or something like that.
I thought about stripping.
Yeah, wallpaper.
With a like a funny hat on my head.
Yeah, because OnlyFans.
Yeah, only chefs.
Yeah, it's a good idea. Yeah.
Comment if anybody would pay.
Yeah, it's a bit cringe, but...
Is it?
Yeah, a little
Depends
bit.
if you're going to... Well, I could make a shitload of money out of it.
I just think it'd be really odd now if you get a load of people comment on that.
What, saying, yeah, I'd pay?
Yeah.
Why is that odd?
Well, I don't know. I just think, and then you see them in the pub or whatever, it might be a bit...
I'll be like...
Yeah, if it's like...
But yeah, but imagine if it's a hot chick, I'll be like, pay up, love.
Deb Rosser or someone like that. Do you know what I mean?
What's wrong with Deb Rosser?
No, I'm just saying Deb Rosser messaging you saying you should pay.
I see. Right, yeah. No, she's lovely, Deb Rosser.
She is,
yeah, no, and I wouldn't...
Hey,
yeah, no, that would be weird,
funny.
Yeah. I doubt it.
So do you know what? This actually cracked me up. So
Clearly.
There's a cooking mechanism, no, like a something. Is it called a sous vide?
Sous vide.
Sous vide.
Sous vide.
Is that what it's called?
Yeah, sous vide.
It's like it must be like water and
water bath. Yeah.
Yeah. So we were watching Interstellar the other night. Me and Jareth.
Is that the film you watched? Do you know, I want to watch that again.
Oh, so
Farley hadn't seen it.
Fucking love it.
Oh, it's brilliant.
And you know, because obviously they're going into stasis and they're pulling the thing up, and Gareth said, "Oh, it's like a sous vide," and I thought he said it's like a Sue Reed.
Sue Reed. Oh, the painter.
Yeah, I was like, what? I was like, what do you mean? He's like, yeah. But he was going sous vide.
Not
like a
Sue
German
Reed.
Sue Reed.
What channel did you watch that on?
It's on Paramount. Oh no, or is it on Amazonian?
I thought me and Farley looked at it was on Amazon.
Yeah, maybe. He had to pay for it, I think.
Yeah.
Which obviously
I'd like to watch that again. Good
really
film.
good film.
Yeah, great music.
Oh, soundtrack is...
What's it called? Who's the director?
You know. Oppenheimer and all that kind of guy.
Oh.
Anthony Nolan.
Yes.
Good guy.
Fuck.
Anthony Nolan?
No, not
Isn't
Anthony
that a
Nolan.
charity?
No, not Anthony Nolan.
Timothy Nolan.
Christopher Nolan.
Christopher Nolan's his brother. Sorry, yeah. But yeah, no, great film.
Great film.
So yeah, I think...
I'll tell you what I used to like when I was younger on New Year's.
Go on.
Over the New Year's Day, there would always be like... Because, like, kids now don't... Films you can get now, you can buy, you can get it right now. What I used to like over the Christmas and New Year period, specifically New Year, there would always be a film premiere.
Yeah.
Like Ghostbusters, like the fucking premiere. And you're like, fucking ideal, you know.
Or just a good film.
Yeah, but more so like one that hasn't been on TV. Like I'm going back 20, 30 years.
Yeah, I know, but there's still a nice thing about that. I mean, I'm hoping and looking forward to a few classics like Great Escape. That's always a good one for a snoozy Christmas Day afternoon.
Snoozy like a summer morning.
Zulu. That's another one of my favourites.
No wonder your kids want to leave you. Jesus.
So Zulu, Great Escape. Oh God, what's it called?
Darth Vader?
No, prison one. Best film of all time.
Oh, Green Mile?
No, David. A classic. Come on. Prison, he escapes.
Prison Break?
No. Come on, David.
Are you on about the Australian
no
prison soap?
Of course not. It's a fucking film.
Oh, right, okay, sorry.
Not Prisoner Cell Block 8.
Do you remember seeing that?
Yes.
Absolute dog shit.
Yeah, but it was
You'd see
really
like
good.
the walls moving and shit, wouldn't you?
Here's they come to close us. And Vinegar Tits was in it. Do you remember? Joan Fergie was her name, wasn't it? She was horrible. And she used to put on her black leather gloves.
What a weird thing to...
Yeah.
Did you used to masturbate to that?
No, but that's
and I didn't. Because
my mum used to call her
said
Vinegar
that because I
Tits.
imagine... I think that was...
Was that
what
her
she was
name
called.
in the... Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm sure she
Never
was.
really understood the meaning behind that.
She had vinegary tits, I don't know.
Wait, what is that?
What? I had no idea. What's the name of the film?
Oh my God. Come on, you know it.
The real old one.
I mean, these are all old that I'm talking
Alcatraz?
about. No! He's got a picture on the wall and he gets out with a little... And he's nicked all the money. He's been helping the warden, with his money.
Like 1960s?
It's got Morgan Freeman in it.
Oh, no. Oh, fuck me.
Yes.
It wasn't a hit at the cinema, but it was like basically it's just an absolute classic.
What is it? What is it called? I can't believe I don't know what I can't remember what it's called.
That's quite long. It's too the something.
Holy shit. Oh my God. I reckon people are going to be fucking screaming. Something rendition. Oh God. What is it called? And we probably typed in something shit like films into Google.
Bucket List. That's a great film, Morgan Freeman.
What have you typed in?
7. That's a good film, isn't it?
What is it? Tell me, please.
No, fuck off.
Oh my God.
S.
Shawshank
Go on.
Redemption.
That's a
Fucking
That's a good film.
So that's another one I'm looking forward to seeing.
Wow, that's a good film. Is that on, is it?
Well, hopefully, normally. Then you've got the Die Hards, Schindler's List. You've got what else?
Wasn't that a porn film? Going through
What?
on the pod, wasn't it? Schindler's
Lift or something.
Schindler's something, wasn't it?
Yeah, I don't know.
Oh, I don't know.
There's a lot. There's a lot of really good films.
There's those real classics. I've got work Newsday.
Yeah, it doesn't matter about you, does it? Not
I've got to do a delivery for lunch and cook for someone in the evening.
Holy shit!
But it's fine. It's just.
So your only goal this year is to be happy. So that's quite beautiful because you're not putting any pressure on yourself. You're normally quite a funny guy anyway. You do laugh a lot. You know, you do. You know, it's really, it's really nice. No, but you do laugh a lot. I've noticed.
Oh, I laugh shitloads. Yeah.
But I like it.
People
That's
tell
what
me
I
I
like
laugh too
about you.
much.
That's what I like about you.
Well, they
You
laugh
know.
too much.
No, you're just a funny guy to be around. You know, you're
Funny
like a mushroom,
guy.
a fun guy. You know.
I've always. I don't take myself too seriously, and life's way too serious.
Mary Poppins. Sound of Music. The hills are alive with the sound of music. Just a spoonful of sugar helps the medicine go round. The medicine go round. Is it?
That
Don't like
is
that?
fucking awful. No. Mary Poppins, Sound of fucking Music, or whatever you just said.
not
No.
like that?
No.
Go.
No.
Oh,
Shitty bang bang.
Oh, chitty bang bang. Hey, you chitty bang bang. Chitty bang bang. We love Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. Oompa oompa diddle dee dum. That's good. Have you seen the new one? Obviously, Wizard of Oz as well. We're off to see the wizard, the wonderful Wizard of Oz.
I haven't done this podcast to talk about shit like this.
No, but this is the kind of thing that comes on over Christmas and
Yeah.
New Year.
It's awful, though. It's
No,
awful.
it's not.
It's awful.
What do you watch? Fucking MasterChef?
No, I don't actually, because it puts me on edge.
You've done that fondue bit wrong.
No, it puts me on edge. I don't watch it.
Add a little
I
bit
want to
more
watch something
flour.
that's interesting, not people that are jerking off like fucking Mary Poppins.
Mary Poppins is a very informational film.
Oh, no, I don't like.
It's
Honestly,
got
mate,
deep
I don't.
meaning.
Don't look at me like I'm stupid. Because you're making me feel stupid.
So yeah.
No, there is. They're all classics. I know it's not for me at all. But
Football.
there's all sorts. Oh, just think about footballers. They don't.
Talk your language.
I think they get Christmas Day off.
Yeah.
They train Boxing Day.
There's
I think Christmas
normally
Eve.
games on Christmas Day, isn't there?
Boxing Day.
Right.
Basically, they don't. People go, oh yeah, well they should do because they earn X amount a week. Well, yeah, well, I suppose so, but people still want. It's like someone saying to me, "I'll pay you $100,000 a week." People will get a bit funny about it because you're doing a bit of cooking, but you need to work over Christmas. You get Christmas Day off. Well, am I going to say no because it might upset a few people?
Oh no.
Like
Not going to
people say football is this, football is that, but it's the system that's put. They're not saying
it's the people
I have to earn.
People are paying for it.
Yeah,
There's the fans that pay for it. That's why there's a disparity between women's football and men's football.
yeah.
That's all it is. If more
It is.
women actually went and watched the football and supported it and paid for it, they'd become sponsorship, they'd get paid more.
Yeah, it all comes down to TV, doesn't it? And people, like you say, watching it.
It is what it is.
So, but no, do you know what, something I will be doing is hopefully bring my book out. That's
What's
one
that going to
thing
be about?
About TikTok.
Yeah. Is that 130 pages?
Yeah. No, it's going to be about food, obviously. That's my second book. First book's on my website.
What's it going to be called, do you know?
I'm not going to say.
No.
I don't know whether I did say when you asked me that last time.
No, I don't think you did.
No. But it might change, so I don't want to.
I think you said what you were going to do is you were going to write David down the side and then do like stuff off it.
like dumplings,
avocado.
assiette of desserts,
Virudu,
velouté.
Nudu, and then Dauphinois. Like, and that was what it's going to be. Basically, they're the kind of recipes that are going to be in the book.
Oh.
But you can do an audio book, haven't you, as well? As you were saying last week, you've been asked to go on CBeebies and do the bedtime story.
Have I?
Yeah, that's what you were saying last
Well,
week.
you're my fucking agent or something?
You know, you're going to start reading out.
You're signing me up to stuff that I don't realise I'm going to do.
Yeah. So that's going to be interesting. Got a new audio book coming out.
Dave, Chef Sergeant here.
And that's basically going to be telling.
You know, they sit there on TikTok and they're like,
oh, what the ASMR noises?
Yeah, like,
what's that?
And like when they're rubbing their hands.
Yeah, but that's not. They don't make the noise.
No, I know they don't, but I need to. I don't know what the word is.
ASMR. What you could do.
What does that? Being serious, what does that stand for?
No idea. But interesting fact. Did you know that laser was an acronym?
Someone told me that the other day.
Was that me? It was, because then we said about it's light.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was me.
Yeah, you repeat yourself. Nice one, thanks.
And then obviously it's
if
weird
we were
in
edited,
America.
shame we don't edit because we can tell that bit out. But that's typical Americans, isn't it?
Yeah.
Sorry to the Americans all listening.
Yeah. And then I was watching a clip on Michael McIntyre the other day.
That's nice.
And he has a good point. What's the point in silent letters?
Oh, it's the English language.
But what's the point?
No, there is no point. There is no point at all. What have you got planned for next year?
I'm going to continue the journey I'm on, the trajectory that I'm on. So, I can, again, spend a lot more time on myself, getting my noggin sorted. I want to become a little bit more stable.
Self-aware.
I've got to work on my time and timekeeping, but I think they're all kind of joined together. You know, if I can spend more time on myself rather than on everyone else, then I should have more time. So,
but it's like, because it's funny because then you'll have more time to spend on everyone else.
Well, I know, David.
No, but it's a weird thing when you start concentrating on yourself. You free up so much time that you can spend on everyone else.
Oh yeah.
But when you spend, it's
it's an odd one.
Weird thing.
Yeah, carry on my weight loss journey, and
I've noticed your head's been getting bigger.
Make healthy and sustainable decisions on what I do, and cutting out a lot of toxicity in my life. That's really
sounds like you're like on an advert.
That's
sustainable.
That's carrying on, the journey that I've started this year.
Well, that's marvellous.
Oh, yeah.
Well done, Stephen.
So Happy New Year, David.
Happy
when
New
it
Year,
arrives.
Stephen. Not very far away at all.
Will this be our last recording of the year? No. Yes. No.
Yes. It's our last recording of 2024.
Well, it's been a blast.
Has been a blast.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year, everyone. Oh, thanks for your support as well, everyone. Thank you.
Thanks for your support, everyone.
Thank you.